If you could only read my mind, you would know that things between us ain't right. My Gavan and Melonine, and well met indeed. I am Adrian Galadirthan, and that was going to be a test run. But I thought, sod it, why am I test running singing at the start of these videos? Absolute nonsense. I don't know why I started the singing at the start of the episodes, but I was listening to that as I was cycling home, and I thought, oh, yeah, go on then, what the hell. We're playing as Bree. It's been a while since we've been at the YouTube, and that's not because I quit early, it's because the United Kingdom has gone through quite possibly the worst heatwave we've had in our history. And the house was just unbearable. It was simply impossible to record in this room. Something you probably don't know about this room, but I'll tell you anyway, is that behind me is the hot water tank. Now, you might not have that in your country, but we have it here. And it stores hot water, as the name might suggest. And rather unfortunately, these in the UK, these are generally called airing cupboards. I had one at home, but at home it was in my childhood house, which was considerably bigger than this house. It was in the hallway, but now it's in this room, so it adds to the temperature of this room, and it's a bloody nightmare. So recording was off the cards last week. So here we are, we're back again. We're playing as Bree. We've done rather well, but we have been attacked by Angmar. They took the little ones. They have come and taken the Shire, rather annoyingly. The town that we now know is pronounced as Mickledelving has fallen to Angmar, and the Shire is rallying to defend itself. We are going to build an army of those hobbits, and we're going to send them in, and we're going to take it back. Oh, not before. We crashed a desktop. Oh, no, we didn't crash. We didn't crash. It just alt-tabbed. Anyway, so we're going to attack Mickledelving, and we're going to do so with a hobbit-led army. I'm not going to bring Barleyman Butterbeer back to defend the Shire, and instead he shall stay out on the front lines trying to nab regions off of the disaster that is the clans of Enedwyth. Once we have enough regions and our money is soundly being produced, we will push on. Oh, the map's funked. And we will achieve greatness. For he who must not be named did... Oh, no, I've messed it up. Terrible! But great. Right, anyway. Where are our armies, I hear you cry? Well, this fellow over here, yes, Councilman Andy, our faction heir, is going to lead the Hobbit uprising, so he's heading back to pick them up. And here is Council Master Barliman, who's going after Dol Vaughan with his army. Money-wise, we're doing all right. 1,000, that's annoying because we lost Mickledelving, which is a big money maker. And that's where a lot of our money has gone. It's a bit of a pain in the neck. But otherwise, I think we're at an end turn, and then it's just about bringing the wrath down on Angmar. Now, do note... The forces of Erdluin took the rings this time, sadly, and so they are at war with the elves at the moment, and they probably won't be friends with us. The biggest annoyance of that at the moment is they've yet to go back to war with Angmar. So we need them to do that. I would expect, and I would anticipate, and I would hypothesize that the reason Angmar has come for us so voraciously so early on is that they've lost Eredluin as an enemy, so they think they can come and kick us around a bit, which is such a falsehood. And how terrible and despicable of them to do such a thing. But we will take it back, and we will press back. Now, something let me just address very briefly and very quickly is that a lot of you have, in an attempt to elongate the last march of Arachir Galadirthan, you've asked that one of these two campaigns be a world painting campaign, and some of you have implored me. They said, Galu, please, play with the faction you like the most and cover the world in that faction's colour. Go on a full, total conquest. And I think I'm afraid you already know that that's just not going to happen, is it? I'm afraid, young ones. That's just not in the cards, I'm afraid. Oh, wow, we left no one there. Are we leaving someone behind to govern this place? Do we have a governor? Anybody? We must have a spare governor knocking about. Surely we've got governors coming out of our ears. No, I suppose we haven't, have we? Because... Didn't we have someone running around building towers? Or was that... That was Bilbo, wasn't it? He went back in. No, I think we are. We're devoid of governors. Those 7 people are not going to keep Caras Nernled happy, but I don't want to take Brathor back, so we're going to have to take a unit back. Bree Militia. Well, I need to end the turn first, but Bree Militia, you're going to go back. So we've got hobbits coming from there. They're training 1, but not both, and they're training 1. We're going to take them all, though. We're not going to leave any of these with garrisons. So 2 turns, I think, till the hobbit army is ready. And then we'll send them back. Oh, he's made it to Hobbiton, so we're safe there. Where did Angmar come? Oh, yeah, bastards. Oh, what's that? What is this? Spies in our terrain? We will wipe them out. All of them. I do hope you enjoyed the third Lord of the Rings trailer. Thank you to the many of you that let me know that SDCC means San Diego Comic-Con. And I did a trailer covering video for that. But I'm sorry to say that will probably be the last coverage-based video that I'm going to do for the Rings of Power. We're only now a month out from the actual show, so I'd be surprised if there's another trailer anyway. And I think I'm probably not going to bother with another trailer overview. Some of you may be disappointed to learn that. But I've already stated that I'm not bothered. I'm like happy with the show. I think it'll be fine. It's not going to follow the books like for like, as I've already mentioned many times. And I'm all right with that. I don't hate the show for existing like many people seem to do. And so I just think it's not really worthwhile covering another video with me saying that. Of course, we could talk about the lore aspects of it. So maybe I could do that. I could just do a trailer where we just talk about what we're seeing. If they did another trailer, of course. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Basically, I just have not really enjoyed doing those trailers. Not because... mostly just because the amount of hate directed at me specifically for daring to not hate the show just by existing, and given that the channel is coming to an end anyway, in days gone by that might have hardened me and made me think, you know what, no, we're going to fight back. I'm going to cover the Rings of Power almost to spite these bastards. But nowadays I find myself just thinking, oh, I just can't be bothered. You want to hate me because I'm interested in the show, you do you, but I'm dicking off of this platform soon, and so I just don't care for reading that non-stop nonsense. Bullshit is what I would call it. Bullshit! There you go. Here we are at the death. Bullshit is one of the most commonly said terms in my lexicon. And on YouTube, I try desperately not to swear. Always have done. Always tried to be as PG-friendly as possible, to be honest, because it doesn't hurt to be PG-friendly, does it? You don't need to swear. It doesn't really add too much comedic value. And nowadays, every channel has swearing left, right, and centre. People throw it around. So I've always tried to be PG-friendly, but the one word I've not been able to say all this time, and I regret because it's so useful, is bullshit. And that's what I am feeling towards my own coverage of the Rings of Power trailers. I'm done with being just reading the vitriol toward me just purely because I don't hate it. And it's a nonsense. Yes. Oh, hello, Angmar. They've tried to ambush us, but they failed. What's happened there? Come and get me. Well, he's going to run away as soon as we attack him anyway, so. Your will, my lord. Yes, my lord. Captain Odoacer. 33 thralls roaming around. All right, the Hobbit-led army is prepared. Oh, we've got another one. My lord. Yes. Take them with you. We'll make camp here. Take them with you. The boys are all defending, all securing. Undertowers can upgrade as well, so we want that one as well. Oh, hello. Orders, my lord. Them rebels have risen up to meet us. Well, let's see them head on, shall we? Ordiclax. Ordiclax has got 2 sellswords, 2 bandits, a woodland hunter, and a privateer cavalry. Valamar has privateer cavalry, woodland hunters, and bandits. So it's just all bandits. All bandits, all of the time. Join us. Let us hope we can put these bandits down. I have no doubt that we'll be able to put these bandits down. Oh, that was the other thing, just to remind you, there probably won't be a camera from now until the end of this channel. Obviously, the final episode on the channel will be some sort of live stream, or it will just be a camera, so you'll see me again then. But I probably won't bother with the camera from now till then. Also, because the house isn't particularly grandiose in size, I have to record around like Jess's schedule. I don't want to make Jess feel like she can't be comfortable in her own house just because I need to have the camera on. So little things like that just make the camera not really all that ideal. So I might chuck it on every now and then in the build-up, but I don't think it matters. The camera's never been a fundamental part of the channel. So I think you should be all right, shouldn't you? Right, we've got some full archer companies, which is always nice. Oh, we've got some gatekeepers. When did we get gatekeepers? I mean, I know that Barliman's gatekeepers, but when did we get the others? Right, what are we doing? We're attacking them so they can go on the defensive. So they've got this wide open space over here. I think we should try and move to about here-ish and move ourselves forward. We don't... Trees, annoyingly, unlike in Warhammer 3, one of the few things that you can say is objectively better in Warhammer 3, Trees act as a block if you are firing from within them as much as they do if you are fired at whilst you are in them, if that makes sense. So you don't want your own units firing from the forest because they will not hit as many arrows. It's a bit of a pain. So avoid it if you can. Right, melee forces, come join the line. And we're going to just try and walk sort of over here so that we can get up to this free space. They might take that hilltop actually, which means we're in a bit of a bind. We could walk all the way around there. That might be a bit better. The Woodland Hunters, of course, on their team will take some of us down. They've got 3 units of them over the 2 armies. Oh, but the second army's a reinforcement, of course. Maybe it would be better to just stand there and walk at them. I think that's probably going to be the play. So don't fire at will. Stand there. Got 2 9 bodyguards, the gatekeepers, the little after army. You can go there. Not sure how much use we'll get out of the hobbits, but we'll pop them in line anyway. So at the moment, the only thing they're going to be able to see is Barleymen.
Brought up more men.
Oh, and they've started out in the field. But remember, most of their army is hidden. There it is. All right, run the melee line forward. Run the archers forward. Run the more elite archers up to the hill. 10 the cavalry with them. Sprint, 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 sprint. Oh, we've got 77 merchant infantry that I haven't done anything with. Let's put you over there and send the hobbits with you. Those woodland hunters will run away as soon as our line gets near to them. They'll be on skirmish mode. That or... Oh, well, yeah, you guys just do that. Send your bandits in. That's definitely going to work. Absolute... the path to success. Send the bandits in. Oh, and there's the others coming in from over there. Alright, so let's sprint you away over here. Let's prepare, then, our army for the reinforcements so that our archers actually have something to do. Cavalry. Cavalry around the back. Let's go, cavalry. Let's go. We're going to get flanked before we can do that, though, aren't we? How are we actually doing? Oh, remember the sellswords are in there, aren't they? And they're going to be giving us grief. Yeah. Haven't managed to use our archers at all. It's all coming down to our melee forces who aren't really up to the task, unfortunately. We've got the cavalry. They're getting into position now. Privateer cavalry, reinforcing armies come through. Oh, woodland hunters, there you go. Cavalry, go and just shut them down.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Archers are in position. Woodland hunters, remember, are absolutely useless in melee, and cavalry will make very short work of them.
Only half the enemy force remains.
They don't have a general either, so they don't really have any morale boosting features on display today. Oh, we've got some bandits coming up the side there. They look like a prime target, don't they, gentlemen? Right, I assume over here it's just the sellswords fighting on. Oh, it looks like the sellswords have broken. Oh, no, there's the sellswords at the back there.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Right, our archers really didn't do anything, but... Oh, well. I mean, they took out that bandit army for us. Privateer cavalry, are you going to run away?
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
No, you're not. You're going to murder most of my own cavalry. Alright, let's try and run our melee forces out.
The enemy army flees the field.
Run the cavalry away.
Run them down.
Try and pull out completely. Free it up, free it up, free it up, free it up, free it up. Let's let our archers finish this off. A nice, simple victory. I'm not really too fussed if the army gets depleted or beaten down or whatever. They're only going to go back to Bree and retrain when the time comes.
The enemy general, behold how our cowardly foe.
Good.
This is a
564 brave souls fell today. 150 sellswords, 147 merchant cavalry, 144 Dunedain wardens. You'll all be very pleased to know that in my limited free time, I am about to get my first ever legendary item in Guild Wars 2. I look forward to this with a great aplomb. I'm looking forward to that very much. Yes, die before me, scum! We'll just nip in and take that real quick. 138 cell swords. I won't bore you with the defeat of that.
We have triumphed. My lord, our courage and honor have conquered.
Kill them, what the hell? They always hate you unless you kill them, so... Even in small, pathetic little villages. Right, Dolvorn, what can we do with you? You've already got a great circle of death sheet. Oh, that's because it's an Enedwythe thing. That means Enedwythe might want this, but they're not going to get it. No, sir. Right, we want to try and get free upkeep here so that we can leave units behind. Something is already recruiting, Breeland Militia. So if we can build a meeting hall, you'll get your free militia. Cadas Nernled, you really could do with a general, couldn't you? So that we can see what's going on. Oh, and you need something that gives us our free militia. So you chuck that in and then he'll become free. Right, let's send those two back to Bree then. Easier said than done. You've got to pass through unknown lands. Not ideal. Right, and here we'll leave behind the Bree militia units. Yeah. We've got a tower over here. Where have we got a tower? Oh, there. That's good. So that's showing us over there. So we don't need to worry about towers over there.
Yes, my lord.
And
your orders, my lord.
Brathor and Barliman, would you mind just splitting up and building towers separately? I want to be able to see around Caras Nernaled. We've now bordered up with Enedwythe. We've taken as many free places as we can get. What's your 339? Oh, that's not very good. Don't make enough money that those buildings we just queued up should build. But did you see the large Angmarim army that was in the fog of war just a moment ago?
Your orders, my lord.
Where has that gone? And why is it not there anymore? Hiding in the trees, I suppose. Oh, that's a big Dunedain army as well. Come on, Dunedain, defend me. Defend me! It is your raison d'etre. Do as you are supposed to do. Throw your lives down. If I am walking along the street and need to cross, and there's a puddle in the only suitable crossing space, I expect you not only to take off your cloak and lay it on the floor before me, but to lay in that puddle and allow me to use yourself as a bridge. That is what one expects of the Dunedain when playing as the Breeland, although to expect that is unfortunately to court with disappointment, for all that will come of expecting anything of the Dunedain is sadness, disillusion, and ultimately anger. Khand stands with the Astari. News spreads across Middle-earth of the Khan's decision. Mordor's going to have a harder time of it. Oh, yes, I will have an adoptee. Thank you very much. Dol Guldur doing well. Where did you just go? Are you with your father? No, you're not. Where are you then? In Bree. Good.
Your orders.
Come. You're going to become the governor of Caras Nernaled.
Yes,
whilst the rest of the army regroups in Bree and then thinks of something to do, because we don't have any enemies, do we? Angmar are our only enemies.
Yes, my lord.
Whoops.
Yes. This tower will keep
Out onto
vigil
the edge
over the
there.
lands.
Good. So, of course, we could hit Enedwythe or we could go back and hit Dunland. Gondor and Dol Amroth are allied with Khand now. That was nice and early. That is building. That's good. So we'll get free Breeland units. And when that builds, we'll get free Breeland units there as well, which is also nice. Then we can keep just focusing on trying to make money out of everywhere. Did Buzzardom... Oh, Buzzardom, you're about to delight us all with your sweet Mary, Jesus and Joseph. Double the income. That's why you want Buzzardom. What a blessing. A blessing! A blessing from the Lord. Did you build Mitchell? You dirty bastards. I mean, I'll take it because it's free.
Your orders, my lord.
It's free real estate. But what it also is no longer in my visual style, which is very disappointing.
Yes.
Where is my diplomat? He's in Nankurnir. Have you already spoken to Isengard? Isengard! We do have trade rights. Dost thou listen?
Yes.
Oh, look, they've still got Foldberg there.
Approaching their dignity.
Have a chat with Theoden.
This seems
Cheers.
Another
Cheers, pal.
for us, then?
Thanks, pals. Right, I'd like some money for that. I think about... How much money have you got? You're bankrupt, so 500. Surely 500 is enough.
It's good to see. Well, that seems
good.
fruitful.
Sorry, I'm playing with a comb and I've dropped it on the keyboard about 3 times now, and I'm sure that's annoying as all hell.
As you wish.
Let's try
Tomorrow's
and go
journey
through.
planned
Lothlorien awaits next,
Stopping
then, I think.
here.
Let's go and
If
chat to the
only I
elves.
could.
We're
I shall
going to see the
continue
elves.
tomorrow. Yes, my lord.
Before the oh, don't go that way.
Your
Enid
orders,
will have
my
a
lord.
will throw a fit.
We can go no further, my
Yeah,
lord.
and then they'll attack us. So let's try to keep them on side, at least for a time.
Orders.
I really would like
As
this
you wish.
region as well.
make
The
camp
Dunedain need to focus north or south. They don't do well when they have to focus in two directions. Or Hobbiton, you could do with... Oh, wow, it's so long till you get hobbits again. This Hobbit army better win, or they're screwed. We do get Dunedain in Longbottom, but apparently not when you build the camp, which is always a bit of a pain. Right, feel free to build whatever you want. Let's keep going with the money. Although once you've done that, an army needs to go and help in Angmar. Don't send trash. Come on, Galu. Send at least some council. That'll do better. Dwarves. Journeymen aren't too... Journeymen are niche. Journeymen are niche. If you need to take down something armoured and you haven't got anything else, then Journeymen will do. They are still a good anti-armour option. But if anything even so much as looks at them, they will fall over and play dead in a heartbeat. So it's always a bit risky taking Journeymen. And of course, crossbowmen in Med 2 are so difficult to use. They're so up and down and all around. And it's just tricksy. Tricksy, and not in a good, like, Hobbitsy kind of way, but in an annoying kind of way. Oh, bugger off, Angmar! Now is not the time! The Hobbit Vengeance Army is currently retaking Mickle Delving. Why don't you go and attack them? Alright, come on, Bando Brass Archers. Can you do it? Oh, you might be able to, because wargs aren't very good in cities, and the Baluster won't make much use of itself. We might have to run the timer down for the Baluster, I think, but I think we might be able to kill those wargs. Oh, am I being way too optimistic? I probably am being too optimistic, aren't I? Yes, I already know that I am. Welcome to Hobbiton. They won't get through us! Where are they coming at us from? Down there. Rubbish. A town square in Hobbiton is in such an annoying position. Although that hobbit hole does fit rather seamlessly into the terrain, doesn't it? Although they are apparently living in solid rock. We've got the party field. I've never seen the party field look so vibrant. Has this map been updated? That looks brilliant. I don't know half as many of you, half as well as I should like. And I like less than half of you, half as well as you deserve. And there's the bridge over to nothing. There's a field and the green dragon. How are we going to... I don't think we are going to win this now. I thought it was going to be one of the villages. We can do with the villages, but these... I don't think we're going to be able to do this. Even if we stand there, we're just opening ourselves up to dying straight away. And the Baluster crew will shoot us if we stand there. We do get 11 minutes of the town before they take the town centre, though, don't we? Oh dear, how on earth are we going to defend this? Are they gonna, if they're going to come up and down there, which they will, or do we just try and shoot them as early as possible? I think we should. Sod it, we're going on the hill. They're both missile cavalry. Oh, they don't care about that. Alright, yeah, no, this is over. This is a loss. I was hoping that they might actually stop and throw their javelins, but no, they've gone straight in. Our general's going to die almost immediately, because remember, they're only hobbits. And the general takes on the stats of whatever he's attached to, plus however many hit point bonuses he might have. But
Good tidings.
Oh.
The enemy general lies dead.
we killed the enemy general.
Only half our force remains.
But the wargs
The
are
tide
pushing,
of battle
yeah.
seems to have turned against us.
I mean, we were standing
must
in the best
act and
possible
halt this
position,
turn of
really, weren't
events.
we? But it is over. It is over now. Alas. Our general has actually ended up surviving. The one time I was sure he was going to die early, he's gone right to the end. To the last. To the bitter end here in Hobbiton.
Our army is tiring.
Well, at least I don't have to do any
The
editing.
enemy are badly bloodied.
Oh, there he goes.
Dealt
That's
us
the general
stinging
dying.
defeat today.
Oh, for God's sake, Angmar. What's annoying about that is that they walked through Dunedain lands just to attack me. I hate, with such a passion, I hate the anti-player bias. We are nowhere near as strong as the Dunedain, who border Angmar in 4, if not 5, or even 6 regions. We border them in a single region, and yet they've decided I am the bigger threat. Look at that Dunedain army standing right there. They just walked through Dunedain lands. The Dunedain have taken... we only border them over on that to the left of your screen in the shadow there. A tiny strip of land borders them there. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, and the independents. There were more of them. Oh, dear. Sorry, Dolvorn. You're going to die. It's so rare that rebels fight back, isn't it? Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Captain Adoaser. Oh, he's got 3 privateer axemen and a privateer cavalry. Well, you're not going to win that, so... Which is annoying, because you were starting to build your building, and I wonder if we get refunded or not. All right, Ballyman, you're going to have to come back and retake that, because we can't have that. We can't have this stain on our honour.
Yes, my lord.
So hop back, if you would.
Your orders, my lord.
With honor.
I don't think you'll need Brithor to do it, though.
We
we lost another Hobbit general, but at least he's not a... We moved... we moved...
Yes, my lord.
What's his face? Bilbo Baggins out of there in time.
Here.
Oh, there's...
I shall continue tomorrow.
For the free unit. Ah, yes, sir. 2 turns to the farms ready. He's heading home.
Yes.
Through Mengelin. Which can retrain his general for some reason.
Well met, noble lord.
Hail and well met, noble lord. Right, we'll take Mickle Delving.
Yes,
you ready?
my lord.
Yes.
We shall engage.
No garrison forces in sight. This is an Angmarim town you're going to get to see, which is rarely seen, actually. So this is quite a good little opportunity. We'll take Mickle Delving, and then we'll pop back over and take back Hobbiton, and then the army from Bree should be ready. We'll then link the two together and strike out at Angmar. Something I think we could do, which would be an interesting play for a Breeland army, is if we take out the dwarves to protect the elves. Because the Dwarven Mountains... And then if we fight against Angmar, I'd be happy if most of the campaigns against Angmar, because we've played as Dunland. Enedwythe has been the chief enemy in 2 campaigns now, so I could do with not fighting them. But anyway, this is an Angmarim town. It is a Wildman town, as you can see, but with Angmar assets, which is cool. Cough diddly cough cough. I think it's cool. Anyway, even the buildings are like given a slightly darker tone so that they fit the theme, and it just all round looks pretty damn good, if you ask me. Now, the enemy doesn't have anything of range to speak of, so what we're going to do is come over here and shoot them. So, you on the rams. Let's take our Councilman Andy. Councilman, the time calls. Come and be ready, sir. We've got stones throwers. We've got banderbreast archers. We are going to give them hell. And we're going to give them hell in our own special Hobbit kind of way. Alright, sprint into positions. Speed her up. Let's do this. Kill those all from Angmar. Kill them all. Angmar are going to die. And it'll be by our hand. Here are the hillmen of Angmar. They're from Rhudaur. Pop quiz for you all, without looking it up on Google. Please try and tell me what Rhudaur means in English. It is a Sindarin word. What does it mean? If you do happen to know, post it in the comments down below. If you have to look it up, post it if you want to anyway, but you will know that you were inadequate. I don't need to tell you that you are. So that's fun for you. So they're from Rhudaur, and then we've got the Thralls at the back, which of course are inspired by the battle for Middle-earth. I bring Thralls to command! Which we've all now seen, courtesy of my fantastic and highly engaging YouTube playthrough of it. Have we not? I don't know what they're doing, but they're suspiciously going near the gate, and I don't like it. They're almost certainly going to attack me when I start trying to heave down the gate. Oh, you can't shoot those thralls. God, your range isn't very good, is it? Right, let's get the ram in. Come on. These hobbits are all hiding. Dun 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 dun. Should we extend the pop quiz and make it more fun for you all? Without looking it up, what does Rhudaur mean? What does Arthedain mean? And what does Arnor mean? I won't ask you to look up Cardolan because
Our men
Cardolan,
have done well.
to my
The
knowledge,
gates have fallen.
or I won't ask you to ask, mostly because I don't know. But to my knowledge, Cardolan is not a Sindarin word. Also, someone in the trailer video delighted in reminding me that it's not actually pronounced Sindarin; it's pronounced Sindarin. But my question to you would be: do you pronounce it Bath or Bath? Yeah, that's right. Take your stupid, annoying comment and bugger off. Oh dear, I'm not cut out for YouTube is the problem. I don't really like inane or comments that I think are moronic. I don't like moronic comments. I absolutely enjoy. Well, enjoy is a strong word. I don't enjoy. But I can take constructive criticism. Like, hey, Gallo, this was good. That was bad. I'd change this. I'd do that differently. This, that, the other. Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, all for that. Yep, let me know. That's helpful, constructive feedback. But just telling me something without thinking it through because you think it's smart and clever and it's going to be terribly entertaining for you always annoys me. And in short, I'm afraid as we now sit here years into this thing, I am just not cut out for YouTube. I get way too wound up on the simplest comments. I've taken to now, people probably think I'm censoring, but when there's a comment that just really winds me up, I usually delete it now, and have done for the past couple of years, because for my own sanity, not having to read that same comment over and over. And it's a failing of mine, but we all have failings. At least I'm not I don't know, it's a minor failing, isn't it? I'm not out there slaughtering children en masse in my spare time, so as failings go, it's relatively small. But if I think that the person who's made the stupid comment hasn't thought about it at all, and is just making it for shock value, then I hate it. And it makes me irrationally angry. Alright, come on, Stones Throwers. The Banderbus are letting us down a bit. No, 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 no! No, run away! We weren't going to lose anyone. This was going to be all melee only. All ranged only, sorry. Quick, pull back behind the other Stones Throwers. Lure them down the hill. Lure them down the hill. The Stones Throwers are ready. What are they doing? Oh, we're out of arrows. It's now or never, my stony throwing boys.
If we continue like this, we will smash the...
Right, the hillmen, the council's guard are outrageously, woefully prepared. Or rather, the hillmen are woefully unprepared. Their attack is 5, their defense is 4. Our councilmen have a 9 attack and a 21 defense. Andy probably could have killed the entire enemy force here today on his own. But we'll see how he gets on. We'll see how he fares. What's left at the top of the hill? The thralls. Let's go for it. Sod it. Let's just go for it. Get up that hill, boys. What are you fighting? Oh, the routing hillmen. No.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Just do as you're told. Just do what I want you to do. All right, Andy, you're going to have to do it on your own. Andy, if you die, I will be very disappointed.
Tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
No, the enemy general's dead, but not ours yet. Can you throw stones there? No. Oh, go on, go and help him, lest he die. I know he's only against thralls, but you never know with these stupid AI. That's him standing there, isn't it? Sod it, merging. There we go. There we go. They're routing. They're routing. They're routing. Get Andy out of there. Get Andy out of there. Oh, this is... They are not enjoying this battle map, these little hobbitses, are they? But now they're starting to pick them off. They're standing on the bodies of dead Angmar. Pretty gruesome sight, particularly when you don't wear shoes. Oh, you guys are the most annoying thing. Where are they routing to now? Come back! Oh, wow, this has not been an entertaining battle at all, has it? This has just been an exercise in frustration.
Our men have taken... We've lost control of the city.
Yeah, now that we're standing here at the city, you want to have a piece of us. Throw a stone, come on. Oh, look at that, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
The battle is very much in our favour.
They just assassinated that guy. How many stones do you need to kill one man of the hills? Oh, I think about 150 should probably do it. Yeah, I think about 150. That's proportional. Absolute massacre. These people have no chill, these hobbits. But then why would they? The Angmar have marched into Mickledoling. They've taken Hobbiton of all places. And you can search far and wide. You can drink the entire town dry if you wish to. But you will never find a beer so brown as the one that they drink in their hometown, which has now fallen to the men of Angmar. But we've taken one back.
We have triumphed.
We'll occupy it. We're friends. We're all friends here. We're all friends here.
Conquest.
No, you can't do anything. Oh, what's that? Farmhand Pikeman. Yes! We've made it to the top tier now, boys. Only elites from here on out. Farmhand Pikeman. Stepping up to the play. Right, Councilman Andy, go and send them packing. Didn't lose anyone. Killed 13 of the bastards. All right, we march onward then. So leave behind the weakened ones.
Honor, victory.
You don't really need Andy to help you, but we do now need 2 more generals again. Oh, you can sod off, Fowlin. Oh no, Lake Evan Deem! No! Bugger.
Aye, sire. My lord. As you wish.
Prepare the defences. Let all able-bodied men move to the front lines. The forces of Angmar are on the border of the Shire itself. We cannot allow this.
Your orders, my lord.
It must not happen. I don't need to send all of you back, actually, and it might be an idea to divide you up.
Aye.
Yes, my lord.
Because all we really need to kill those 4 privateers are all the ranged units. Although, no, you might as well just all go.
Your orders, my lord.
You're a patchwork army as it is.
We shall continue tomorrow. We can go no further.
Let's see what Angmar are going to do. How many troops are they going to move towards us? I don't know how things are going in the mod anymore. I have stopped looking, I'm afraid. Now that we are on the end path, standing before us is a straight road, and visible on that road for the first time in our lives is a gate. And that gate will close on this part of my life in a few months' time. And so I've not been looking at the mod. I don't think I'm going to do another developer diary. If version 5 released tomorrow, I probably, and there's no probably about it, you will not be getting faction overviews, I'm afraid. Maybe if I come back from New Zealand next year, version 5 releases, and I think, you know what, it would be better to end on those overviews, so go on. Then maybe. But that is a huge maybe with a massive grain of salt.
We're combining forces.
Right, what's in here? Oh, they did so well. They promoted someone. All right, let's end the episode with a lovely retaking of Hobbiton. Oh, you can search far and wide. You can drink the whole town dry. But you'll never find a beer so brown as the one we drink in our hometown. You can drink your fancy ales. You can drink 'em by the flagon. But the only beer for the brave and true comes from the Green Dragon. And there it is on the left-hand side. We're going to march right past it on our way to reclaiming our little heart, our little homeland. Oh, what are these? Flowers! Don't you just love the limitations of games? Sometimes it just makes you think. You're standing back here and you think, oh, whoa, what are those? They look cool, little flower beds. And you zoom in and you think, cardboard. They're made of cardboard. Someone's painted them. I've never understood why the town square is here. This battle map, for all of its delightful Hobbit nostalgia, even though there aren't really all that many Hobbit holes, to be honest, let's be honest, it's a bit of a meh, isn't it? But don't tell anyone I said that. For all of its fanfare, it's an absolutely diabolical map. Why is the town square not on the other side of the bloody bridge? At least give you one method of defending this stupid little hole. But no, instead, we have to fight this ridiculous fight. And it's so difficult to defend, and it should be easy to defend. I know Hobbiton was not chosen for its defensive nature. That was never in the minds of the hobbits, I shouldn't have thought. Hobbiton is a village as well. That's the other thing, is we pay Hobbiton so much mind because Bilbo and Frodo are from there, and they are the protagonists of their respective stories. But of course, in truth, Hobbiton is a backwater. Well, it isn't really, because Bilbo lives there. It's a minor village. Like any village in England. If you go to any village in England, I live out in the sticks, sort of now. Leighton Buzzard's a big-ish town, but nothing compared to many of your towns, of course, in other countries. But Leighton Buzzard has something like 35,000 people, I think, live here. So it is bigger. But it's surrounded by villages. And they are very similar to the form that, like, Hobbiton takes, in that there'll be one or two really big properties that nowadays people working from home but work at major London companies tend to live in. These houses usually cost £2 to £3 million. And they're very expensive. They're incredibly picturesque. They're out in the countryside. They look lovely. And that is, in essence, Bilbo's house. The big mansion on the hill, pride of place. Loads of people want to live there. He's managed to live there because his family did something once many years ago that made him successful, and he's kept that. And then the rest of the village is just normal small towns. It's very much like any village in England, any proper village of about, I don't know, 30 to 40 houses. They are all very similar to that. But because Bilbo and Frodo are from there, we think Hobbiton is this big, it's this major location. But it isn't. It just isn't. It is such a minor location in the Shire. And as I've already mentioned, Mickle Delving is actually the Shire's quote-unquote capital city. But it features so little in the story, in fact, that most people don't even know what Mickle Delving is. They've never heard of it. And they couldn't tell you anything about it. Shire or otherwise. Oh, we're getting massacred down there. What's going on down there? Stop and shoot back. Everyone have a rock ready. You guys are flanking round and the general's coming with you. They managed to get some witch knights out of their 2 warg skirmisher companies because of... Oh, jog on. You're bloody ranged. Shoot at us.
If we continue like this, we will smash the...
Oh, I've had it up to here with these bastarding Angmarims. Angmarims is totally grammatically incorrect. But do I give a flying fornication? No, I do not, sir. Shut the front door with your logic. It is not for me any longer. It is for others. Those that come after. Right. Stone Throwers, keep on your way. This is proving something that we already knew. And that is, unfortunately, for all of the fun of having Hobbit units, they are pretty terrible. And they don't really do anything. If the enemy gets anywhere near them, they are just awful at their jobs. Their one sole singular job. Do not kill my general! Get out of there, Andy. Get out of there. They're trying to ballast you. Go. Fly. Be free. Right, Stone Throwers, let's come and do what you guys do best. Throw them stones, boys. Throw them stones. Give them bloody hell. Who have you chosen to throw your stones at? Because I'd really like you to throw them at the Witch Knights, not the Ballista crew. Oh, they're coming for a showdown. They are coming for a showdown. Oh, let's send them on a merry chase then. Archers of the Shire.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
What to do with our Archers of the Shire? We're probably going to lose the Stones Throwers. Just thinking, if we run you there... Yeah, the Stones Throwers are going to die. But we should be able to shoot at them, that's my plan. General's bodyguard!
Our men are in command of the city!
What are they going to do now that we're in command? Are they going to do anything about it?
Our army is tiring.
No, they're not. They're just going to tank it.
We've lost control of the city.
Right, fire. Loose, men, loose! If only you could commandeer the enemy's siege. Look at them having a fit about what I've just told them to do. Sorry, boys, you're going to give your lives for the good of the Shire. Because these Witch Knights are a bugger to fight against, so if I can whittle them down with range... Oh, yes! Lead them up the hill! Lead them up the hill, boys! 2 of them made it out alive. Well done, you'll be commemorated.
Our men no longer command the city. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, now it's time to get Andy involved. Bang! Have a good day, sirs, he cries. Andy coming down the hill. Remember that Council Guard are armor-piercing... and Witch Knights of Angmar aren't. Get riggedy wrecked, you dirty scum. Dirty being the operative word, because look at them, filthy. Haven't even washed their armour, they're covered in blood. Disgrace. Look at our glorious green boys. Oof. Oof. Fantastic. Nice wooden shield, nothing fancy here, just bolts and bits of wood together. Paint one strip green and one strip brown, and you've got yourself a winning combination. And there's Iachane. Go on, if a hobbit could bring him down, that would be poetic. Yes! I don't know if the hobbit or the banner carrier did, but someone brought him down. The hobbits are no longer fit for purpose. They have served their duty well. Send them back to the fields. Everyone in the Breeland army must know their place. The men of Bree are here to fight. The Dunedain are here to protect. And the hobbits are here to feed. In a poetic-y kind of way. We're not going to cook and eat them. But they're much better at tilling the fields and ploughing the potato crop than the rest of us.
An honourable, glorious
So set them about that and
victory.
leave them to it, because they'll
My
do
lord,
it well.
Our courage and honour
Can't
have
retrain a single
conquered.
one. Right, where's that extra army we have coming in?
Orders. Yes.
Right, there we go. Actual troops. I can't believe you can't... Did I get my Dunedain already, or did I not? I'm not really sure.
Yes, my lord.
As you command.
If we can get them to
shall
rise up and
prevail.
attack us, we will do. We're in no
Your
rush
orders, my
whatsoever.
lord.
Oh, of course, I don't own this place anymore, do I? You can't build a tower there now. Brathor, you damned fool. Right, Brathor, you go and join Councilman
Honor.
Andy. Prepare
Making camp
yourself.
here.
Bree, if you would spend that money, I want just anything you can give me now, to be honest. Oh, hang on, haven't you got those others are coming through, aren't
My
they?
lord.
What are they?
March to
Woodland hunters and
exhaustion,
spearmen. Have you got any
continuing
woodland
later.
hunters? No, you don't. Hunting camp. We could get some, though. Go on, then. Chuck that in next. Don't build the Greenway spearmen, then, because we'll retrain them. Angmar pressing everywhere. Deadman's Dyke's got a big garrison, though. But it looks like we're going to have to take Arthedain back and march north. Our war is going to be with Angmar. But for now, that's going to be the end of this episode. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. I will see you again, hopefully tomorrow, with the Dol Amroth episode. But as I've said before, and as I will remind you, now, as we close in on the end, if I don't want to record now, I just absolutely will not. No pretense whatsoever. These last two campaigns might take a little longer than normal. My aim is to conclude them sometime around sort of October, November time. But there will be weeks where there's only 2 videos, some where there might be none, some where there might be 5, as I've said before, and I just wanted to warn you again. There's consistency has gone out the window now. We're on the last stages, and I absolutely am only recording when I really think I can be entertaining for you, and when I want to. Because don't get me wrong, there's still days where I do think I fancy recording today, but on the whole, I don't. Hence why we're stopping. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching. Do have a fantastic day, week, month, and year. And until we speak again, dear friends, Nevairne den per mad melonin. Che confusione sarà perché ti amo. And Nevairne den per mad melonin. And farewell.